Y'all listen. MavAttack, shout out to Big Holla. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm react to this. I was like, CoryxKenshin, in the name of the title? Oh, we own that. You know what I'm saying? Listen, shout out to MavAttack. I don't really know who he is. 153K subs. Shout out, you know what I'm saying? Why CoryxKenshin and I are no longer friends. Let's see what's going on, bro.
Hello everybody, my name is Angelo, but a lot of you know of me as MavAttack. Now I'm not typically somebody who makes videos like this or finds a need to make videos like this. I think stuff like this is actually kind of ridiculous, but...
Hold on real quick. Corey didn't comment. Maybe he saw this, maybe he didn't.
Hello everybody, my name is Angelo, but a lot of you know of me as MavAttack. Now I'm not typically somebody who makes videos like this or finds a need to make videos like this. I think stuff like this is actually kind of ridiculous, but I felt it was necessary, not just for a lot of people who were stuck in some sort of realm of confusion, didn't know what was going on with our friendship, hadn't seen us create videos together in like 5 years, but still kind of held on to that. This is for those people, and this is for myself
5
also,
years.
to tell my...
All right, 5 years was the last time I started reacting to Corey in early last year or late 2021.
On to that. This is for those people, and this is for myself also, to tell my truth, get this off of my plate and off of my chest. Like the title of the video says, CoryxKenshin and I are no longer friends. We no longer associate with each other. And a few key reasons why this video is even being made in the first place is, number one, a lot of you guys have found my channel through our collaborations in the past. You have kind of held on to that or stuck around just to wait and see and hope that we're going to work together again. This is for the ones who are actually curious and genuinely wanted to know. Even now to this day, I still get comments asking about us, asking about when our next collaboration is. Sometimes when he steps away, asking where he is still, and we're going on like the 6th, 7th year, maybe even longer, where this has persisted and been a thing. But to provide clarity after such a long period of confusion, I gotta go back to the beginning. Now, Corey and I met each other back in 2014. We were both on a podcast, and we ended up being mutuals, and, you know, we hung out a little bit, played some games here and there, found a mutual enjoyment. Like, we really connected with each other. We really, you know, enjoyed each other's company, which was really cool. And that's pretty much around the time I had found his channel, Five Nights at Freddy's, some of his RPG horror game playthroughs. We decided to collaborate a little bit. We wanted to, you know, potentially record together, make some content together, whatever. Now, when you're working with people or friends and you're in the same realm, kind of like working around each other, doing the same things, of course, you're gonna bounce ideas off of each other. You're gonna be inspired by some of your, you know, fellow coworkers, your friends, things like that. And after time, there were just a lot of similarities in some of the stuff that we were producing. I remember, in fact, you know, even up to this day, getting comments telling me to quit copying him, like just stop trying to be him. So that was one form of comment from that audience base that kind of stuck with me and kind of messed with me over time. But Corey, obviously, as you guys know, was rising and his stuff was going, and it was really dope to see him working and grinding behind the scenes to make that stuff possible and not lose the momentum that he was gaining from everything that he was doing, which was dope. While I was working on my own stuff, trying to just figure out what my niche was, what direction I wanted to take things. I was less in the gameplay realm and more so reviewing, doing news.
All right, before I continue, I should actually mention this at the beginning, but I just thought of it. Question. I mean, I know he said they don't talk anymore, they're not friends anymore, they don't associate anymore. But did you at least hit Corey up? The least. Hit him up. Phone number, DMs, whatever. Did he hit Corey up to talk about how he was feeling before dropping this video? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like this video may or may not have never been made if he had contacted Corey beforehand, assuming he didn't, right? Also, with having that conversation after hitting him up, it probably would have made this video that we're watching a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Maybe they would have met up with each other, sat down, talked about everything, and then boom, they squashed it right there type shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to remember, y'all, there's two sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't gone into anything yet, but just sit here and remember that there's two sides of the story. You feel me? All the fucking time, bro. And if you're not considerate of hearing the second side of the story, you're fucking weird. Because it's like, why would you not? You feel me? That's like one of your boys or your girls coming to you about something involving somebody else that they associate with, and you're over here siding with the person, with your friend, your boy or your girl, and you don't even bother to hear the other side of the story, because who's to say your man's or your girl ain't in the wrong in the situation? You know what I'm saying?
And I wanted to take things, I was less in the gameplay realm and more so reviewing. This is what direction I wanted to take things. I was less in the gameplay realm and more so reviewing, doing news, some gameplays here and there, but for the most part, it was more analytical stuff. Throughout his growth and work, you know, there were times where he would have to step away, whether it was for mental health or just because that's how he is. He needs to pull back and kind of like give himself some time to breathe, which is completely understandable. That's the type of person that he is. But during those times, there would be repercussions and backlash from working together, being colleagues, where not just myself, but other people who would work with him, we would all see a wave, an influx of people who would come and bombard our comment sections, our DMs, our mentions, all of it, non-stop, asking where he's at, when's he gonna be back. And initially it was okay, you know, it wasn't like it was a big deal, but as the climb grew and grew and grew, because he is one of the biggest YouTubers on this platform, eventually it started to become a little bit out of control, a little bit hard to manage. And for me, eventually it got to the point where it was messing not only with my mental health, but with my business. To log on to YouTube or Twitter or wherever to upload content that you feel really passionate about, like really feeling good about a lot of this stuff, to get
just to get comments involving somebody else, bro. That's like me reacting to this and somebody just says, oh, react to this musical artist. Like, that's literally it. Oh, not a nice video, great video, I like your input, nothing, just straight react to this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
to upload content that you feel really passionate about, like really feeling good about a lot of this stuff, to get in there and to see more comments asking about somebody else than your own work, it starts to affect you. Now, when you're in the mindset of kind of like taking other people's words and opinions or just their feedback into consideration instead of valuing your own and holding your own thoughts about your own work in really high value, it's hard not to take the opinions and thoughts of other people into consideration when you're talking about value, because you know, a lot of people take that materialistic stuff and kind of look at that as if like that's a measure of their worth, or if that's a calculation of their value, which is completely false. I had to learn that over time, that all that really mattered was how I felt about what I was producing, putting out, or the growth that I was making, or whatever it was. But to have that nonstop, it took a toll. And this is, you know, 5, 6, 7, could be more than that. I don't know how many years at this point, but it still persists.
Another question too. Why wait this long? You know what I'm saying? Maybe he did get fed up to this point where he's like, fuck it, I need to drop a video explaining this shit. Hopefully I can get people off my damn back type shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, goes back to my first question. Did you hit Cory up? At least. You know what I'm saying? Whether you guys got a convo in or not, at least hit him up. You feel me? Have the receipts of you trying to hit him up before dropping the video. And if he didn't respond, oh well. You can't force anybody to respond. You feel me? And again, if he had proof of him not getting a response from Cory at all after some time, he could probably put it on the screen and be like, here guys, I tried getting in contact with him. He didn't hit me up. Please hop off my back type shit. You feel me? Let me explain my side, how I feel, and just leave me alone with it.
5, 6, 7, could be more than that. I don't know how many years at this point, but it still persists. And like I said, we haven't really been close for quite some time. So between that sort of back and forth and me being afraid to express myself, because I had always thought that, you know, maybe there was a little bit too much inspiration taken from my own works, doing, you know, skits before, like gameplays and stuff, doing live action stuff, incorporated with gameplays to sort of evolve them to make them less of a just here I'm sitting here playing a video game, to more just like, hey, let's make this live, interactive, let's do some things. You know, I had just graduated from film school, so I really wanted to put my knowledge into practice, but I couldn't help but feel like part of that was being taken. And part of my problem was not expressing that and not being a good friend to say, hey man, I feel like, you know, you can be inspired by somebody and you could definitely want to do what somebody else is doing, but it felt a little more blatant. It felt a little more, this is kind of like my livelihood. Like, this is what I enjoy doing as far as like evolving some of the stuff that other YouTubers or entertainers or whatever were doing at the time with gameplay. Is I felt really good about that, and I started to notice it trickle more and more in, and I didn't express that at the time, which was a fault of mine 100%. I can admit to that. But throughout time, you know, some of those lingering feelings about that, and definitely the taking breaks and the massive influx of where is he, where did he go, do you know where he is, when are you gonna work again, it broke me down. It broke me down in a big way because I didn't feel like I was able to benefit off what I was creating. I felt like somebody else was benefiting off of what I was doing. And not only that, I felt like I was being stepped on or overshadowed by this person. And because of that...
Damn. Shit. Okay. Obviously this is emotional for him. It's hitting him harder than he maybe thought it would, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how to take it. Hold on.
Or overshadowed by this person. And because of that, I didn't make the best choices. I didn't make the best decisions as a friend. There was never any point in time of us being friends that I ever took his success into consideration as far as our friendship had went. I don't care about what he's accumulated. I didn't care about any of the money that he had gained from what he had accumulated. I cared about none of that. And I know there's a lot of people that care about that stuff because this world, unfortunately, is fueled by that. Too many people care about materialistic things, and that's unfortunate because...
Materialistic things, they see somebody making... doing good for themselves, they want to pull up on them, talking about some, oh, I support you, bro, faking all that shit, faking all that talk, you know what I'm saying? It happens.
That's the way that society is. That's the way that it's been constructed, is to care about money and to care about possessions. And I've never been a person to care about that. I've cared about connections. I've cared about goodwill and positive, good energy and good people. And Cory is a good person.
Yep.
And I don't ever think he intended for things to get this bad for his friends. And so I didn't make the best decisions. I didn't defend him when people were talking crap on his name, partially because I had felt that there was a piece of it that was actually true, but also because I was scared and I was far, far away from how I am now. How I'm not afraid to express myself and speak my truth and to let people know that they're in the wrong. And I felt horrible for doing that as a friend, to not speak up for my friend. But I also allowed my frustrations from everything that...
All right. Okay, he's admitting to a few things, you feel me, as a genuine real person would, you know what I'm saying? Whether it hurts or not, you're gonna own up to all your fucking mistakes, all your wrongdoings, no matter fucking what, you feel me? I mean, I feel like it's the only right way to go about certain things, or a lot of things, because it's like you're owning up to it, you feel me? You know you're wrong and take your fucking L type shit, you know what I'm saying? Not protecting your friend when people were saying shit about them.
As a friend, to not speak up for my friend, but I also allowed my frustrations from everything that had led up to this point to seep into conversations with other people, nasty people who went and spouted that on the internet, that went and told things that were told in private to public forums and told people about some of the things I was frustrated about. So because of that, I felt guilt, and I held guilt with me, till one day I decided to mention it to him and come clean and apologize for holding some of that stuff against him and telling certain things to the wrong people, all being frustrated because you can't put out a 5-second tweet to let everybody know that you're okay, instead of letting everybody come pester your friends when it would literally take that much time to do it. And then I have to log on to my, video game networks and see that they're playing video games. So you value playing video games more than giving your friends a little bit of freedom, a little bit of space. And I know in his mind, just saying things would have not alleviated that to the point where it would have made us feel a little bit better, but it would have. So the frustration with that and just everything else had boiled up to me expressing myself to people I shouldn't have been expressing myself to. So I apologize for that. And he accepted my apology, and we moved on. We moved forward. I did my best to continue to reach out, want to play some games here and there. Just getting back on track. That was my whole point, was clean slate. I want to get back on track. Let's move on from this. But I felt radio silence for a while, and it felt as if things were not the same. And if you have a feeling, you know, deep down inside of you, like, trust in that, believe in that, because more often than not, that gut feeling is probably because it's true. The reason you feel so strongly is because it's true. And then going back to my texts and just seeing like 6, 7 unanswered texts, and
okay, so he did hit him up and didn't answer. All right. Now, people take things differently, right? Corey could have accepted his apology as he did, brushed it off, and, you know what I'm saying, kept the friendship going, kept the gaming going, all of that with him, right? Civil shit, calm shit. Some people can do that, but then that's the end of it all. I forgive you, but I'm moving on. You got those type of people. And you got those people who don't care, who won't accept your apology because of how bad the situation is. You know what I'm saying? It could go a lot of ways for different people. Do I blame Corey for accepting an apology and not really not really sticking around, I guess you can say? I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. Because who's to say Corey hasn't been through shit like this in the past with other people and he's fed up and he's like, you know what? I forgive you. You feel me? I forgive you. I've been through this with a lot of people. It's fine. You're good. We're civil. Everything's calm. No hard feelings. But does that mean I gotta talk to you? No, because I'm fed up. So this is the last straw. I forgive you, but I'm moving on. You feel me? It sounds like that's the case. I don't blame him.
Not realizing it until finally it was time to say, you know, like, whoa, like, this all feels different. Something about this has changed, and you can feel the atmosphere of the friendship change. And it was hard not to jump to conclusions like this, like our friendship is actually over, because people were messaging me literally on social media like, hey, did you know he took you out of his friends tab on YouTube? And I think that is so stupid. Top friends lists and all this stuff
That's dumb as fuck.
Value where your friendships. I think that is the dumbest stuff.
That's like, bro, that's like the MySpace days. Having your, what was it, your top 10 best friends or whatever in your main page, and then you get taken off. It's like, who gives a fuck, bro? I fuck with all of you equally. You feel me? Maybe I talk to this one more so than anybody else. That's why I had this person on that top 10. You know what I'm saying? But like, that's who, bro. People use social media to try to like, they just take social media, what they see on social media, and like they just run with it like a fuck, bro, without really going to the source or even bothering asking, oh, why'd you take me off of this? You know what I'm saying? Are we cool? Like, they don't bother, bro. They get deleted. Oh, yep. We're enemies. Like,
I definitely looked, and these were some of like the first signs that I guess subconsciously told me that our friendship was over, but I didn't want to believe it. I just believed that, hey, maybe he did that because, you know, I did take a 2-year break. You know, I got rid of like everybody I purged my account, so there was no personal grudge or anything against anybody. I was just done. I had confirmed to myself that I was done. I have to get my life together if I'm going to return back to this, and I put the final stamp on it. But I didn't know that I was going to come back to this, and what I came back to was a lot of unhealed wounds, a lot of opened up stuff that unfortunately not only me had to deal with, but I continued to be me and do my best to just be there, keep up contact, because I'm difficult when it comes to that. A lot of my closer friends know, well, the few closer friends I do have, they understand that sometimes you're in your grind, sometimes you're in your flow, you're doing your thing, but this didn't feel like a doing your thing in your flow sort of thing. It felt personal. And because so much has changed for me, I wasn't going to take the disrespect anymore. And I will not take the disrespect anymore from anyone. So I sent one final text letting him know, you know, like, I don't care, man, about anything that you've accumulated. This had only been about our connection because I felt strongly about this person. I have struggled with friends and being social most of my life. It's been very difficult for me. So to have people that you connect with on that level, they don't feel like just baseless connections and friendships, which a lot of those came from knowing him. A lot of people that wanted to weasel their way in came from knowing him. And it was so hard to make a distinction between who was genuine, who was a good person, and who was hateful, envious.
Hold on, bro, because... oh my God, hold on. Because the way he's coming about it now, it kind of sounds like you're blaming Corey. You know what I'm saying? Just the way he came into that part, like, I won't take this disrespect, snaps into what he gotta say. it just sounds like his fault. His fault. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to say that. I don't.
That wanted to weasel their way in came from knowing him. And it was so hard to make a distinction between who was genuine, who was a good person, and who was hateful, envious, who wanted to use and utilize anything that they feel like they could. And that was hard. This wasn't about any of that, man. So I let him know, I'm done. I'm good. He replied in the way that he felt like he needed to, and then that was that. But basically, this was my decision. This wasn't because of finances. This wasn't because of any of that stuff. This was a clear line that had been crossed. I tried my absolute best to apologize, to make up for it, and that wasn't accepted with open arms. And instead, I had a grudge held against me, and I wasn't going to take the disrespect. Look.
Hit him up multiple times. You apologized. No, you apologized. Hit him up multiple times. Wasn't responding. You felt like he held a grudge on you. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? What did he do to make Cory feel that way? If anything. Because to him, it could be a big deal. To Cory, it could be small. To me, it can be like, oh, that's nothing, bro. To me, it can be worse than what he got going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Instead, I had a grudge held against me, and I wasn't going to take the disrespect. Look, Cory did a lot for me, and I'll forever be grateful. He brought in a large influx of people, new eyes, a new audience that could potentially help boost our stuff and just support what we had going on. And there was a lot of financial help that he did in doing that. And just outside of that, he did a lot. And I never had to ask. He did that on his own free will. There were times we'd be hanging out and he would cover things, just jump the gun and do it. And I'd be ready to pay and he would just jump. Like, that's the type of person that he is. So it's never about money. I quit a job I had to spend more time with him. This was never about any of his materialistic shit. This wasn't because he wasn't financially benefiting me anymore. This wasn't because I couldn't collaborate with him anymore. I don't care about any of that stuff. So that's why I felt it were important to finally put this out there, not just for all of you guys who've been very confused and who might actually be, you know, emotionally a little choked up from this. I understand, you know, ending things always sucks. But you know what's important for evolution is to close doors on things that no longer serve you or are no longer in your health's best interest, because it's really important to take care of your health, whether it be mental, physical, spiritual, whatever it is. I felt this were important for the people who actually watch and support what we have going on over here, who are just kind of sitting around waiting for that next thing. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you it's not going to be happening, and this was for
okay, so he came out because of the comments just got to his head, a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? Probably every upload, oh, where's Cory, where's Cory, where's Cory, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'll never understand that, bro. It's like, you're watching a specific video. Why are you gonna comment about anything or anybody else in that fucking video instead of talking about the video you watched? Because at that point, it's like, did you really watch it, or you saw a new upload, let me click it, let me comment and leave? You know what I'm saying? That's fucking weird.
Sitting around waiting for that next thing. Unfortunately, I'm here to tell you it's not going to be happening. And this was for me. This was for me to finally close the book on that chapter, to finally gain some clarity and peace. Now, you know, if anybody comes and asks, obviously I can't stop millions of people to continue trickling in to ask questions. I can't stop that. But what I can do is hopefully direct them here to this video to help them understand. So now we can put an end to it. There is no more confusion. You can either unsubscribe, unfollow, and dip and go and leave and goodbye. Take care. Or you can accept it and say, okay, like, I'm ready to be here to see what's going on for your new chapter. Because a lot of things have changed. If you look around the channel, a lot has evolved. Not only myself as a person, but you know, the character that we've created. So a lot of things change. People change. Seasons change. It would be stupid of me to not embrace the things that need to be changed. And it's uncomfortable, and it makes you feel sick, and it makes you feel anxious, and it makes you feel scared. I've come to realize that all of that stuff just means you're on your way to progress, and life without progress is just boring.
Yeah.
Support me or not, but I'm going to continue doing what I love to do with the people who love to see it. And I won't allow road bumps to get in the way of my progress and my path forward. You know, this wasn't an impulsive video. This took some time, some thought. You know, I really had to sit in silence for days and make sure that this was the right thing to do. And it had to be done. And I'll always be thankful and appreciative of the time, the people that I met.
Bro, 5, 6, 7 years is a long fucking time, bro. So we can't sit here and say that, you know what I'm saying, he just now started doing this because the feelings were like, it's a long time, bro. That's a long time to hold shit in, you know what I'm saying? And have it to hear it every day or see it every day, you or somebody else's name being put into your own type of thing that you got going on. It's like, bruh, gotta end it.
Just all of it, man. The places I got to visit, the things I got to experience. I mean, if I could turn back the hands of time, I wouldn't change a damn thing. Why would you want to? You know, I found that there's things that I can do in my reality. If I don't like it, I can change it. It doesn't matter what it is. If there are things I'm not enjoying, there are things that are not bringing me happiness, that aren't bringing positive energy and spreading that, helping to spread that through the world, then I can change it. I don't want any part of anything that deviates from the path that I feel like I'm on.
Yeah.
And thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your understanding. I know it's not what you're gonna want to hear, but it's just the reality of things. I couldn't do it anymore, man. I had to establish boundaries, and these are my boundaries. So much love and respect to everybody that's watched this. I in no way, shape, or form mean any disrespect or any. This is not to defame. I mean no ill will towards Cory at all. He's a good person, and we need a lot more good people in this world, especially going forward. I can only hope that this helps the people who watch it sort of face the things that they've been avoiding, or to not be afraid of taking that step towards the uncomfortable, of the dumb things that we have to put up with in life, whether it's from ourselves or from other people. And I really hope that this resonates with Cory in one way or another. And you know, I wish the absolute best. I truly do. Thank you all for watching.
Ooh. Okay, clearing up all confusion, getting things off my chest once and for all. Okay. Alright, respect. So he answered my question of hitting Cory up way before this video. Not getting answers. Getting his apology accepted, but the answers wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Let me see. This video honestly shows what I feared would be happening with some of the samurai hounding people who know Cory every time he goes on break. Man, it's sad to see this happen, because when Cory started growing, I was afraid the community would change into something it wasn't supposed to be. If you're one of these toxic people, you are not a samurai. Cory has been about peace and tranquility his entire career. His goal is to make people happy and have fun with his job. Cory fans, this video isn't directly at Cory, it's directly to some of y'all. I had to be specific because some of them felt called out for just being a fan of Cory. Listen to what this YouTuber was trying to say. Thank you. I'm crying. I discovered Cory's channel exactly 7 years when I was 11. Every time he would do a collaboration with Mav, super excited, brought me so many laughters. Now I'm 18. Seems that all the enjoyment in life is fading away for some reason. I lost so many friends, and it seems that a lot of people are going through similar and even harder times. I appreciate you, Mav. Oh man, the internet, y'all. I'll tell you something, bro. The internet is a place that I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. Literally, like, you support Cory and you're out here doing pretty much everything that goes against to what he wants y'all to be doing. Y'all are out here being negative. Y'all are out here being bringing bullshit to other people, saying bullshit. Like, bro, for what? For fucking what, bro? Mav, as a samurai, I'm so sorry. I hope that you find peace and that the toxic fans leave you alone. Take care of yourself and offering the biggest hugs. Look at that, bruh. That's crazy. Outside of what they had going on 5, 6, 7 years ago, right? The fact that this man has to come out and drop this video because people are just on his ass about what he uploads, or asking him about Cory and shit like that's like, bruh, why do people do that? For what? That's, bro, people are impatient as fuck. This man Cory can take a month break, and I bet you people are gonna come to this video and hit him up talking about some, bro, where's Cory been? They'll watch this whole thing and just in and out, in one ear, out the other. I don't know what you said, bro. You know what I'm saying? Where's Corey? I don't know, bro. The internet's something else, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm happy that, you know, he came out, got this out his chest. Probably feels 10 times better. I ain't gonna lie. Is Corey gonna respond? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think he will. Unless he gets bombarded with fucking comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, wait, this dropped 3 days ago. He uploaded a video yesterday, I think. Corey, and it was Fears of Fathom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was yesterday or 2 days ago. I did react to that, but yeah, bro, just stop putting people together in a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking weird, bro. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Let me know what you guys thought, though. That's my reaction. If y'all enjoyed, give this video a like, subscribe if you haven't. I'm out.